Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be going through the show me and tell me questions that you'll get asked on your driving test. So you'll be asked one show me question and one tell me question. The show me question will be on the move and the tell me question will be right at the beginning before your test actually starts. Well, it is the beginning of your test, but like before you move you'll get asked the tell me question. So there's 14 tell me questions and 7 show me questions. So I'm in the car and I thought I would do the show me questions with this car. Every car is different to where the show me questions are, because for example my instructor's car, the washer for the back thingy, you would like twist the end, but this one you push it like away, and the wipers are different and things like that, so it is different in every single car. This is a Vauxhall Corsa 2015 automatic car, if you're wondering. But yeah, I'm just going to get on the video. So I'm going to do the show me questions first. I've wrote everything down, so yeah. Let's just start with the show me questions and I'll get that going. What the car looks like and the inside. Here's the steering wheel. And now I'm going to do the show me questions. So the first one is, when it's safe to do so, show me how you would wash and clean the rear windscreen. So there's the rear windscreen and there, so I've got my fingers and I'll show you that way. There we go. So what you're going to do is, in this car it says it right here, you just push this away from you guy, from you, and there we go, it's washing that. The next one is wash and clean the front windscreen. So just do the same thing, but except from you pull this lever forward and this will come up. So there you go. The next one is, show me how you would switch on your dipped headlights. So what you do in this car, it's different in my instructor's car because she didn't have this, but this one, you switch this and you see this here, you would switch it to there and that would put your dipped headlights on. I have it on automatic, so they just come on by themselves when it turns night and it goes dark, then they come on, but you do just switch this to there and they will come on. Next one is, set the rear demister. So in this car the demisters are here. We only have this one and this one, so I'm not really sure which one's the front one and which one's the back one, because normally we just do is like literally just put them all on. You can hear them now working, but this demists the whole car when I do it, so I'm not sure, but your instructor will tell you them ones. The next one would be how you demist the front windscreen, so just ask your instructor for them ones and they'll show you. The sixth one is operate the horn. So I'm in a hospital car park, so I'm not going to operate the horn, but all you do is put your palm in the middle of the wheel and then the horn comes on. And the last one is, show me how you would open and close the side window. So in this car, this is electric, so all you do is press and it opens, and then you just pull it up and it shuts, just like that. And they're the 7 different show me questions, but like I was saying, every car is different, so these stuff might not be the same. Just like in my instructor's car, it says here on the buttons rear demister and front demister, so but this one doesn't, so you're gonna have to ask them how they do that one. But now I'm gonna move on to the tell me questions. This is not a show me question, but later on I talk about the fog lights. But I thought I'd show you how to put them on, because I didn't really explain. I just said switch this on, this bit, which is wrong. But what you do is you press this button here and it puts your fog lights on. So yeah, that's how you do it. But you don't need to like show that, because this is not a show me question. It's just, I said it wrong in the video, so yeah. So now I'm going to do the tell me questions. So the first tell me question, I have got them all written down here. The first tell me question is, how do you check that the brakes are working? Well, tell me how you check that the brakes are working. So what you would say is, the brake should not feel spongy or slack, and when you do come to a stop, the car should not pull to one side. The next one is, tell me where you'd find the information for the recommended tyre pressure and how the tyre pressure should be checked. So you would find the tyre pressure in the manufacturer's guide that's come with the car. Some cars, if they're like proper second hand, people don't put them in, but make sure that you actually get the manufacturer's guide, by the way, when you do get your car. But you'd find the pressure in the manufacturer's guide and you would check it by using a reliable pressure gauge, however you guys pronounce gauge, and you only check them when they're cold. Third one is, tell me how you would make sure the head restraint is correctly adjusted. This is the head restraint, and what you would say is the rigid part should be level with the top of your ears or level with your eyes. This doesn't have rigid parts, but just say the top of your ears and in line with your eyes. Tell me how you check the tyres to ensure that they have a sufficient tread depth and the general condition is safe. So there should be no cuts and bulges. The depth should be 1.6 millimeters around the central 3/4 of the tyre and around the around the outer circumference. That's what you should be seeing. People get this question mixed up with the tyre pressure one. They get it mixed up because they'll say no cuts and bulges, but you know that now. So next is, tell me how you check the headlights and taillights are working. So all you would say to the examiner is, so I would turn the car on and you would put the lights on and then you would get out and check that they're working. But you don't actually have to get out the vehicle, you just tell them that they work. Next is, tell me how you'd know there was a problem with the anti-lock braking system. So you would say, an ABS warning light would come up on the dashboard of the car, and that's how you know it's not working and you need to get that checked out. Next is, tell me how you check the indicators are working. So all you would do is turn the car on, put your hazard lights on, and you would get out and check around the car that your indicators are working. But you don't actually have to get out. Next is, tell me how you check the brake lights are working. So what you would do is turn the car on, just say, I'd turn the car on, I'd put my foot on the brake pedal, and then you would use reflections of windows and doors to see that your lights are working. Or you could ask someone to see if they are. Next is, how do you check that the power assisted steering is working? So what you would do, well, what you say is, I'd turn the car on and then I would check the wheel, and then you would move off, and if it feels heavy then it needs to be checked out. Tell me how you switch the rear fog lights on. So you just say, I'd use the operating switch, which you just turn your lights on, and you explain the use of why you would use the fog lights. So you'd say, if visibility gets below 100 meters, then you would turn them on. Next is, tell me how you switch from dip to beam headlights and see how you know the beam is on. So you just literally say, do you know how I clicked this one? Once, you would click it twice, the full beam would come on, then a warning light would come on your dashboard saying that the lights are on. The next 3 questions are bonnet questions, so you'd have to get out and open your bonnet and like point to it and tell them the answer to the question. But I'm not going to get out because I'm in the hospital car park, like I've said before. But I'll tell you how you know. So the first question is, well, of the bonnet question, the 12th really, tell me question, is, when you open the bonnet and tell me how you check that the engine has sufficient oil. God, that word. Anyways, so you'd open the bonnet, like I said, and you would pull out the dipstick, you would wipe the dipstick with the tissue, put it back in, pull it out, and you should read it between max and a minimum. If it's not in between, then you need to put more oil in. The 13th question is, tell me how you check that there is enough engine coolant. So to identify it, I think it's a pinky purple coloured liquid. Yeah, it is. It's a pink liquid, and it has to be in between maximum and minimum. And you also have to tell them how you top it up correctly, but you just put more engine coolant in really. And the last question for the tell me questions is, tell me how you check there is enough brake fluid. So yeah, identify the reservoir, and again, it has to be maximum and minimum, and then you've got enough in there. These all questions are all on the government website, so all you type in is showmetellmequestions.gov.uk and it'll come up with all these questions. But I hope this video helped you guys in some way. So yeah, if you like the video, and thank you guys for watching. Bye!